Look at this day. It's an absolutely bloody gorgeous day. G'day, it's Thomas here. We're going to check out these two very different generator accessories that have come from eBay. This is from Opmo Models, Microcosm from Jin, and this one is from Aliexpress. Let's open that up. They're very different. Jin's one is a more modern look, and I believe this one is a more vintage look. Actually, this is beautiful. Wow. That's nice. Let's have a look at this. And bigger than I expected. And I love the belt drive. Wow. Let's have a look. I didn't entirely expect to get the belt drive on this for the price I paid for it. This is heavy as. Well, that is a massive success. I mean, obviously, assuming it works, but that's a beautiful vintage. It's heavy. It's really heavy. Heavy gives us a good feeling of quality. The bearings are pretty good, like really good, and I can feel the. Oh look, I'm absolutely delighted with that. And we've got a second pulley for it, and a belt, for goodness sakes. All of that. That is very cool. I wasn't clear that I'd be getting all these different accessories and a couple of spare grub screws. For the win, this one. That is a stunning accessory. Let's see how it shapes up next to my engines. So here's a size comparison with the Opmo Microcosm, this engine. It's probably a little bit big for that. That's a 1.6 cc. This is absolutely stable at this crazy low speed. This is your kind of classic 7cc engine. This one is a Musa engine, and I would say that is absolutely perfect. Perfect size for that. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to mount that, or whether I'm going to mount it on here and run it on this engine. But it certainly looks good on there. We could use a longer belt, and I might see if I can find a longer belt from somewhere, or make one. This is where we are with the generator build. So here's the generator that's dropped in price on Aliexpress. I've also got the little voltmeter here. I tested the generator and it tops out at around 12 or 14. I think I'm going to run it slower than that. As you can see, I've made a little piece of wood, and I've used this base that I've made here out of the parts of a sun umbrella outside. And that kind of matches, at least some of it. The wood there matches. The wood there is a bit lighter, but that's coming along nicely. Now the other things I've prepared for this are the lowest voltage classic looking light I could get, a nice brass switch that turned out to be too stiff. I could change that, but I've got a much easier to switch one, much better function. That's probably going to go on there. I found this in the garage. It's probably from an indoor bedside lamp. I've also found this, which I don't know where it came from, but it's about the right color. And I think I'm going to lay out a hole there so it can go on the top of there. And this can come out of the middle of there, and maybe I'll make a disc sit on top. And then we might have a piece of wood sitting down here. That's kind of what I'm planning. The only thing else that I plan to make is something out of a few diodes, so that whether this comes out of here positive or minus, it goes in here one way. So I want that to not, go into the negative if you drive this the other way. I can drive this either way, and that's going to come out of here one way, and it's going to light this one way. So, yeah, I think we're about halfway through.
Hopefully this is going to be the round bit at the base of the light. Okay, finished making that. Okay, so these are our parts. This goes on the bottom. This goes next.
Right, so this is where we're at. I haven't yet stained that, but that's gonna go probably there. This is a wee joiner thing. I'm gonna drill out the bottom of those little holes there. So vintage brass nails, I'm going to drill little holes for those here. We're gonna have the input on this side, the output on that side, and our rectifier is gonna be here, so that doesn't matter which way we spin this, we're always going to get positive out of one side and negative out the other side. That is so our LED lamp works, and is also so our voltmeter works. Obviously we have to hook that up to the on and off switch and then to the output over there. So yeah, we're getting there, aren't we? So we have the wiring from here, which is the voltmeter, using some oldie-fashioned wires which I got from a transformer, and those are going to go to here. Now we've figured out that this is always going to be positive, and this one is always going to be negative based on the diode. So I need to wire up the voltmeter, and I need to wire up the switch, and I need to wire up and fit the post. And then we need to wire up this, and then we need to make a base which isn't going to wriggle away everywhere, and then we need to run it. Don't know why I get myself into these things, but anyway, this part is going to go here. It's got this connector with the bottom of the holes drilled out there, and these bits go in there, and we have a channel drilled out for the wires at the bottom. So I'll stain that up and show you that when it's done. So this is our shape of our LED holder. Got a 3.5 inch nozzle at one end, a little recess for the LED, and some space for the wiring. That's going to replace this one. It's about half the size of this one. And instead of this, which turns out to need more voltage than we can get, we're going to use this, which is going to work perfectly. If you're looking for a base for your engines, sometimes you can do worse than an old chopping board. This one wasn't quite big enough, but I think this one is kind of the perfect size. This is the clamp for the head end of the hit and miss engine, and this is the clamp for the flywheel end of the hit and miss engine, and these are the screws I've found for that. Okay, so this has had 2 coats of black, but there it is, and fits. Okay. Feet. Felt foot. Yep. Ignition's at top dead center, that's where we want it. So we should get, there we go. Right, I'll get some oil into that. Right, I'm just checking for hot bearings, just in case the extra work that this is doing, which it is unaccustomed to, is in fact heating up and wearing any of these bearings. Now it's all feeling absolutely fine, which is good. Okay, I'll try that again.